Why, it's Mr. Spock. Buried alive. Buried alive. More! 22!
Remember this well. There shall be no peace as long as Kirk lives.
Come on, come on.
She'll fly apart. Fire, Martin!
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. Dave Bob, do you want to know why I'm in such a good mood today?
No, why are you in such a good mood today, Loki?
Because I didn't waste my fucking time watching Star Wars last night.
Well, me and you at least have that in common.
Oh, so for a content creator to admit he's not watching controversial content, it's crazy. People have been like, Loki, you're crazy. You're not covering this important topic in pop culture with not watching Obi-Wan. And I said, guys, if you remember correctly, I said way back in the day, when Gina Carano was fired, I'm not covering Star Wars. I'm not covering Marvel. I'm not covering Disney movies. I'll talk about the company and what a crazy batshit company it is, but I will not watch this trash, report this trash, and have a thumbnail up for this trash to promote it and get people watching it. Plain and simple. I've held to that. Because I know what to expect. I said it from the very beginning that it was going to be a bait and switch, and look what they've done. It's an actual bait and switch. Oh, Arwen Avalon actually stayed up once they changed the time. Wish I'd slept instead. I feel you, girl. Obi-Nun? No, I did not watch Obi-Nun. I didn't watch Obi-Wan. I don't think I'm going to. I really don't think I'm going to at all. You know, sometimes like with Boba Fett, I actually watched Boba Fett. I did do some guest appearances, but I would not talk about it on my show. I said I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to discuss. I'm not going to do reviews. I'm not going to do none of that on my show. I didn't. I did do some guest appearances because I said I would. But besides that, no, not going to do it. And I'm not. Oh, behave. Yes.
Huh.
So I'm just not going to cover it. I'm not going to cover it. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care how silly it is. I don't care how they destroy canon. I'm done. I'm you know what? To me, it would be dishonest to try and keep you guys interested in something that I absolutely positively cannot stand. So I'm very careful about talking new Trek because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to get you guys interested in new Trek. I went over to Pops' channel and talked Halo. I absolutely hate Halo. I hated the series. I screamed about the series. I bitched about the series. That's me guesting somewhere.
Yeah.
Pops is a great guy, and I love getting to hang out with him and Ironcaster. Two great up and coming YouTubers, wonderful content creators. The whole point of that was getting to hang out with them.
Yeah.
I liked hanging out with them. I said I would do one, and then I kept coming back. It's because of them, not because of the damn show. Soul Assassin, good morning, Loki at Daybob and Shat. Good morning, Soul Assassin. Big good morning to the lady, Arwen Avalon, who stayed up late and watched Obi-Nun last night. Showback, TJC, good morning. Drunk 3PO Ari let us all know the ending. Yeah, Disney can't keep shit under its cap. They're nuts. They are absolutely positively nuts for doing this, but
They leak worse than a submarine with a screen door.
that's right. It's worse than a bait and switch. It was murder. I imagine. Murder. I imagine it was. Forbidden Rune, I'm tired of hearing about Boer Wars. Day after day, 3+ times a day, every channel, it's the same boring conversation repeated over and over and over and over and over. Yes, absolutely. Which is why we're just going to give it a quick once over and then move on because I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to waste my time on it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste your guys' time on it. And I'm glad. A lot of people said I was nuts, but for not wanting to cover it at all. But for those people out there that said that it would ruin the channel, not talking about events like this, I'm just going to say, na 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 na. I don't have to watch it, and I don't have to talk about it. So that's me being defiant and deviant and mischievous, all rolled up into one. Kiss my fat white ass. I don't have to watch it. There's a reason why I don't guest as much over at Echo Base anymore, and it's not them, it's me. Because I feel like I'm just going to bring them down. I'm going to say the same thing I've been saying this whole time. It's shit. It's going to keep being shit. How many times do you want Loki on talking about Star Wars where it's like, well, Coach and Nick, my opinion on Star Wars is it's shit.
Yeah.
And it's going to continue to be shit as long as it's under Disney. How many times do you want someone on that's going to say something like that?
I don't have anything good to say about it, so I'm just going to stay out of the conversation as much as possible.
There you go. There you go. So we've got a couple of really cool topics to talk about this morning. One of them being apparently Batman doesn't want anything to do with Antifa or Black Lives Matter. He took a knee.
He started running from them.
He took a knee in the latest comic books. And while they are burning, pillaging, walking out with UHD TVs, it's funny because they're all angry white people too. It's funny, how can you be Antifa and Black Lives Matter and be nothing? Oh wait, never mind. These places,
patriarchy. The patriarchy is involved in everything bad.
These places all have insurance. Not my job to protect their profit margin. In my father's day, the American dream used to mean something. An honest wage for honest work. Food on the table. Liberty and justice for all.
Where
Now
the hell do they think the money from the insurance comes from? It comes out of your pocket because you got to pay higher prices to pay for the shit those people are stealing.
Now it's an illusion. A carrot on a stick. Attainable by a few. Danglers. Just out of reach. A bigger TV. A faster car. Shiny objects to keep the masses distracted while the world burns. You want to blame them for grabbing the carrot when the lights go out? Go ahead. But don't look to me to stop them. That's not why I do this.
Ooh, I've got you $1. Pull that little string up. Ooh.
And the artwork in this is just fucking atrocious. I can't do it. I'm going after the big fish because I don't care about the little fish. I'm going after the big fish. Where are the big fish? Dad, ghost of daddy, tell me where the big fish are. Those pearls belong to my mother. I'm gonna kill you for that. Oh, well, he'll stop people robbing him, but he won't stop people robbing anyone else. I'm gonna flee the scene of crimes. I'm gonna let the police handle it. Oh, wait, the police aren't here. Oops, my bad. Pussy. How do you guys think? What do you guys feel? What do you guys think about Batman just being like,
let it burn? It's basically what he's saying. Let it burn.
I hate when people cry that success is only attainable by the few. Because they are right. The few who still choose to work hard, recover from setbacks, and keep going. I want to tell you something. If I thought this is all an illusion and nobody can ever make it in the real world, I wouldn't have a business right now. I wouldn't have a business. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. I wouldn't be doing everything I can to make sure that my business profits and that I dug myself out of the hole I was in. I dug myself out of the hole I was in. I was in a dark hole. I had no idea how I was going to get out of it. You know what I did? I fucking dug myself out of it. Oh, but Loki, that's because you've got white privilege. Kiss my fat white ass.
I had 40 years of working my ass off privilege is what it is. The American dream is still alive and well. All you have to do is to make sure that you get out there every day and do your best. Now, there will be times when you will get knocked on your ass. There are some times when you may lose everything, but there's always the opportunity to go out again, start anew, and make it better. All you have to do is try every day. Try.
I dig Outlaw. That ain't Batman. That's Soy Boy in a rubber suit with camel voice.
Oh, man. I'm rereading Evolution right now as we speak.
And Man Squatch is not too far from the truth. New canon. Loki met Mexican Iron Man in a dark hole in a Tijuana prison. Mexican Iron Man introduced himself saying, "That lady was crazy. What did you do to get in here?" Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you ain't too far from the truth. The Guatemalan border, man. But you know what? I'm just, this is not shocking to me. This is more of the same. This is more of the same crap we have dealt with day in and day out from DC Comics. Is this their last push? Is this their last push to try and, look how edgy we can be. Look how edgy we can be. Look how mighty we are by making Batman run from Antifa and BLM. And they're all.
And I love the way they say style riots. You know, not riots, just that style of riot. I mean, like that style's better than just a regular riot.
DJ Ronnie G said it would be funny if Dave Bob was literally reading the book right now while co-hosting at the same time. Guys, if you haven't gotten a Dig Outlaws book, Evolution, you can get that right now on Amazon. There will be a link coming up fairly shortly in chat. It's just Chris with us today. Mark and Project are out. Give him time, ladies and gentlemen. He's working all by himself. One of the greatest wrench teams on YouTube. Chris Persia is the wrench of wrenches. Give him a minute. He will have the link for you. But thank you guys. Dega Outlaw's book is so good and so worthy of a buy. I'm going to have 4 copies now. I've got 2 of the softback OG originals, that stopped selling, I think like a year ago. And now I'm going to have 2 hardbacks. I would not be here without people like Dega Outlaw, without people like Dave Bob, without people like Mexican Iron Man, without all of you. I would not be here right now. I would not be doing this. So everything I can do in return to say thank you, I try and do. Get a Dega's Outlaw book. Not only is it a great kick-ass read, but it's made by a great man who's on a great mission to not have soy bullshit in his books. This man right here, and he's going to hate me for saying this, but I'm going to say this on Monday too. This man right here fought tooth and nail with soy bait SJW editors when he was with his publishing house to keep them from changing and destroying his work, saying, well, this girl doesn't need training, and this girl doesn't need this, and this girl needs to be a blah, 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 blah. And he fought with them tooth and nail to keep his stories the way he wanted them, to keep his stories his. He fought tooth and nail.
Ow!
Damn freaking straight. Damn straight. So people stand with us. We stand with them. Shield wall and all the love for Adega and his new book. Thank you so much, brother. And there it is. Chris Persia got the link out. It's right there. Dega Outlaw on Amazon. His book Evolution on hardback. And those hardbacks are limited, ladies and gentlemen. The hardbacks are going to be out for a little while, and then they will go back to the softbacks, and you will not have the opportunity to get this second edition hardback ever again.
Get them while you can, folks.
Get them while you can, guys. Get them while you can. So, 20. I put this in the, and I'm gonna go over this really quick because I copied these all down. So, these are not all mine, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Okay. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard. We all know what's going on in Johnny Depp, Amber Heard. 20 things really quick to go over. And I wanted to throw these by you, Dave Bob, and get your opinion on this.
Okay.
He wasn't the only alcoholic and drug abuser. She drank 2 bottles of wine a day, took drugs just like he did. True or false?
True.
True. She was caught lying about using the makeup that didn't exist back then to cover up her bruises, frequently, which was refuted by the makeup company in court. What she used was a bruise kit that applies bruises. It is a stage kit that you use in acting and stage acting to apply bruises. True or false?
True.
Past domestic violence arrests against her ex. Literally charged and arrested, plus she admitted to domestic violence against Johnny, plus suspicion of domestic violence against her own sister. Her sister is caught on tape discussing it with her friends by the poolside, and accused her ex-best friend in public. In contrast, Johnny has no history of being violent towards women. Every single one of his exes all speak highly of him. True or false?
True, and her sister is terrified of her.
Yes. Audio recording of her admitting to cutting his finger in Australia, proving again that her testimony was a lie. One of the voices on the tape is now deceased and can't testify.
True.
True. Her psychologist lied about Amber having no domestic violence history and was called out by Johnny's attorney, the lovely Camille. Holy shit, I love her, guys. I just want to see her burn the damn, yes. Burn it down, girl.
She absolutely destroyed anybody that came up against her. She is a boss. No two ways about it.
That's right. She visited Dr. Kepler's office the day after an alleged incident where she was severely beaten. The doctor's medical report states her in perfect health with no injuries of any kind. Also stating her skin was in perfect condition, her explanation was this was a partial report and he didn't have time to get into the details about the injuries. That happened on day 16 of trial cross-examination.
Oh my God. I mean, lies upon lies, layers, and it just gets worse every time. Every day it just got worse. The lies got deeper and deeper.
Allegedly got her nose broke. She was hit multiple times in the face, her scalp and hair ripped off, penetrated by a bottle, dragged over broken glass, got her arms and legs, quote, pretty cut up. Then somehow felt safe enough to take sleeping pills with Johnny in the same house, woke up the next day, made him coffee, then went to James Corden's show and was miraculously healed. No marks, no scars, no pictures, no medical report. Hairstylist saw no signs of abuse. The hairstylist would have been inches away from her face, looking at all the details while working on her appearance, and she saw zero injuries.
Well, don't you know, Loki, she has Logan's abilities to heal. She's the female Wolverine.
Oh, really? I did not know that. I
Yep.
did not know that. Claims she wanted to leave Johnny, but in all the audio clips, she was the one begging him to stay. Claims she always tried to de-escalate, but in audio clips, she was always the aggressor, preventing him from leaving and taunting him.
That's true. Without a doubt.
Testified under oath that she was beaten by Johnny with huge chunky rings on all of his fingers. Said she was hit so many times in the face over and over again, she lost count. That causes like shredded beef face, by the way. The photos taken the next day shows her face completely spotless without any injuries. When cross-examined, she answered, "There do not appear to be any injuries on my face in that photo."
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're punched in the face, there's going to be swelling, and I don't care how much ice you put on it, it's still going to be swollen.
She was caught under oath lying again, saying she didn't receive money from Johnny when she got $7 million and lied about never assaulting Johnny when she admits it on the tape. She made public statements of donating $7 million for Children's Hospital, but in reality, donated zero.
I use pledge and donate synonymously. That's just the way I am because I don't know English.
Her sworn statement was, "I donated the entire settlement of $7 million to charity." When cross-examined, she states, "I did not lie. I pledged the $7 million. Pledged and donated are synonymous. They mean the same thing." That happened on day 16 of trial cross-examination. She tried to blackmail Depp with her attorney, trying to make a deal for 3 of the adjoining penthouses where they both lived, $50,000 monthly expenses, $500K in attorney fees, and the SUV Depp let her drive in exchange for not filing the protection order. She wanted all that for not filing a protection order. Here's a big one. Her publishing of the op-ed, Domestic Violence Piece, is timed perfectly with the release of Aquaman. It didn't get published when they got divorced. It didn't get published before that. It didn't get published after that. But instead, it was published right when Aquaman was released and when the Me Too movement was grabbing the most headlines.
Yep, and I'm sure Warner really appreciated that.
Amber Heard's team desperately tried to stop the trial from being publicly broadcasted, while Depp's team made sure it was public.
True.
Longtime friend and co-worker of Amber Heard, telling about her hardcore cocaine and drug habit dating all the way back to 2008 when they were close associates.
True.
Amber testified about having injuries such as gross-colored pus coming out from her temple and suffering a broken nose, but when cross-examined, she changed the lines to gross-colored pus under her scalp and felt like a broken nose because she knew the evidence is about to show zero injuries visible on her. How does she see gross-colored pus under her scalp?
Yeah.
She got
lies upon lies.
She allegedly got beaten up for 5 years and not a single injury shown on her face. No doctor's visit, no dentist, no surgeon, no photos, despite countless appearances in public events and countless photos taken giving her celebrity status. Many of those public appearances were the night after the beating. Keep in mind, the beatings were all allegedly done by Depp with huge chunky rings on all of his fingers. After 5 years of beating, she didn't need to visit a doctor once or showed no sign of injury on her face.
That's true, and she also must have a very, very strong undercarriage because getting violated with a broken bottle has got to hurt.
Speaking of undercarriage, she alleged that Johnny slashed the soles of her feet, but was seen the next day walking completely normal in heels. Again, no doctor visit, no treatment of any kind, even though she has a personal doctor on retainer.
True.
The poo problem.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, she constantly changed details of her story and allegation. 4 different versions of the poo incident. She said, 1, she told security guard that she pooped and it was a practical joke gone wrong. 2, Johnny did it to frame her. 3, said it never happened and Johnny was gaslighting her. 4, said the tiny puppies did it. She blamed the fucking puppies.
Yep, the damn turd was bigger than the dogs.
And Amber's own friend, Tiller Wright, a longtime close friend with Amber Heard, testified under oath that he's never seen or heard Amber being abused by Johnny Depp. That was day 20 of the trial. Boom fucking shakalaka.
We just have to leave it in the hands of the jury now.
Boom shakalaka. So I want to ask, how the hell did she win the UK case?
I have no idea. That right there is beyond me, especially some of the stuff that came out about that trial. It's almost like maybe the judge was enamored by her.
Oh my God. Man squatch. Amber doesn't laugh because when she laughs, she snorts and she can't afford to snort right now. She's on a tight budget. I don't think anyone's going to hire her for anything ever again.
Well, she torpedoed her own career, especially with calling all the people from Warner and, Momoa and all of those. All that did was just build already probably ill will against her into outright hatred.
UK judge is a huge turd fan. UK judge met Amber Heard privately at a party and hung out with her during or right before the court case after he had been assigned to it. Yeah. Judge was on her side too. Massive bribe.
Yep.
So one of the judge's relatives works for the Sun newspaper. The judge stood down shortly after the trial. Yeah. And that's my 20 shots at Heard this morning. None of that is irrefutable. Every one of those things is a fact. It's all true. Yep. It's all things she did. It's all things she lied about. It's all things she's been caught lying about.
And she's not a very good actress either, because I watched her on the stand, and she is far from being a thespian, for sure.
That's right. So a call has gone out, ladies and gentlemen. The call has gone out by the writer's room, the Scissoring Hens, over at the CW, who were responsible for Batwahman. And that is positive feedback. Positive comments and positive feedback should only be allowed for Batwoman because it was such a stride for representation for queer black women.
What the hell do they even think the first season was about? It had Ruby Rose in it. There was no black Batwoman in that.
It's just what they... Yeah. The Batman's writers' room posted to social media comments trying to detract and deflect from the impact, safety, representation, happiness, and hope that Batwoman brought black women can be seen to the door and left behind. It's 2022. Be better. No negativity. Calling a show that made strides for representation for queer black women anything but positive is an attempt to change the narrative, and it's time we stop letting those who don't matter have the stage.
Yeah, them. I mean, when you actually have to come out and say, you can't attack me because I am so protective, that just proves that you have no right trying to claim that protection. I mean, you're not above everybody. You're the same as everybody. There's a level playing field out there, and y'all don't want equality.
Anna Stefani commented, "We love you so much. They don't deserve you," to the Batwoman's writers' room. And they responded, "They don't have me. Who has me are the black women who have continuously said that this show is important to them, more than I will ever know. And for that, I am not letting them sit by and handle this fight alone." Apparently, Batman is, because he just doesn't give a shit about you or the American dream. So, apparently, Az over at Hilver's Babyface had a comment to this and said, "Your show was dog shit. The stories were garbage. Representation is no substitute to good storytelling, and to hide behind it shows your cowardice and inability to take any responsibility yourselves. You were lucky to get 3 seasons. You didn't deserve 1.
Yep, that thing should have been canceled after the first 3 episodes.
Our own friend, Fat Steven Seagal, said strides in good writing need to be coherent and respectable. Batwoman lacked both. Some of the lines and filming were horrendous, stereotyped disrespectably, and agenda-filled. Criticism of those points isn't hate, abuse, or harassment. It means the viewers saw flaws. Grow up.
Excellent point.
Over at Nerdrotic, Gary over at Nerdrotic commented, "You know what doesn't matter? Your canceled show." And Stig Kenobi said, "Get good writers next time and stop using minorities as a shield to hide your lackluster efforts."
That's a foreign concept anymore to the modern writers that are writing these shows purely agenda driven. They have absolutely no talent. So therefore they just try to take and rip everything out of the headlines and say that's what's going on and stuff where we're trying to just escape. They don't realize that they're sabotaging their own product with this.
No, they do not. And our good friend, Lorena Creel, God, I love Lorena. She's so great.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Dave Bob did our original Mandalorian reviews with her. Absolute sweetheart. Says, "Your show was an unmitigated disaster and an insult to black women who are victors and not victims. We deserved much better than those sloppily written tokenized characters. It should have been canceled at the end of season 2. Hello?
Hello.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah. That right there is a mic drop moment. You know, you drop the mic after you make the statements like that.
Oh, exactly. And I tried watching season 2 with Heiress of Chaos. That show was so horrible, I just couldn't. I don't know how Az did it. I don't know how anybody did it. I know Steven watched it. I know that Az and Gary, and I just can't. I just couldn't. It's that bad.
Yep. I have a very high tolerance for bullshit TV shows because I watched all of the new Trek except for the Below Decks, and I watched Halo, and I watched all the Disney crap out there. But I literally could not, after the first about 4 or 5 episodes of Batwahman, I couldn't watch anymore. That's it. I was out.
That's right. That's right. And it's just, this is what they want, ladies and gentlemen. And they know when it's coming. Just like with a recent Disney show that Disney released early. Be careful. We have a lot of ist white folk. All the white folk out there that watch this are ists. Be careful, because there's a bunch of ists out there. They're already setting themselves up for some kind of way to defend themselves. You're all just ists. All the Star Wars fans are ists.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. They said they had to prepare her for that. So they warned her, and they said it's going to happen.
When you walk in, I've got like a bantha. Yes. Yep. Yes, Gary. Like a bantha. When you walk in, let's say you walk into your office, you walk into your agent's office, and they're like, we've got a huge deal for you. What? Disney wants you for Star Wars. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then you find out that you're just a token, that they want to use you. You're just a token. They want to use you. They want to parade you out there in front of everybody and say, look how diverse and awesome we are. They don't really want you as an actress. They want you to be the right look. And that's it. That's all they care about.
Yep. L'Oreal for Disney.
That fucking sucks. I would be insulted. I wouldn't take the job. And I'm sure that she saw this and said, you know what? I'm going to rock it. I'm going to rock it so hard. No one's going to give a shit. Absolutely no one's going to give a shit. Why? Because they don't care about you. They don't care about your acting chops. They don't care about whether you're the right person for the role. They just care about how you look. That's it.
Yep. Exactly like what happened in Boba Fett with the Scooby-Doo gang on their little Vespa motor scooters.
I don't know. Has the stream dropped? Anybody out there, let us know if the stream's dropped. Did they pull us? Did they finally cancel us? Did they hit us on the way out? Did they drive a stake in our heart this morning, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know if we're still on the air.
Hello.
Hello. It was under Lucas era Star Wars I'd sign up. I never sell out my Latino. No. Look at John Boyega before and after. That's right. That's what I always say. Damn straight. Damn straight Chris Persia. The wrench of wrenches.
That man was done dirty. There ain't no two ways about it. That was one of the best characters that they had going into it, and they turned it into utter crap. I mean, that was a travesty.
And that's what's going on. And I start to understand why Lucas called them slavers.
Yep.
It's really easy to understand why Lucas called them that. Because they already knew what they were doing. He knew what they were doing. I guarantee you they sat down and said, this is what we're going to do, and this is why we're going to do it. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it because you don't own it anymore. George, they've decided not to go with your treatments and have decided to put token people in these roles and just go their own way with their own story and do their own thing. And he felt betrayed.
Of course. And all of the extended universe stuff that they decanonized immediately upon going in there were some of the best stories out there. And what did they do afterwards? They just went through there and mined it, just pick and choose little bits here and there that they could bring in that they wanted, that was part of their agenda.
That's right. And they've done the same thing over at Warner Brothers. They're doing the same thing at the CW, and the CW is done. The CW is done.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've heard what they're trying to bring back. They're going to bring back the Winchesters, apparently, in a show called The Winchesters. So they're going to bring back Supernatural in a show called The Winchesters. That's not going to last.
Well,
why are they doing that?
Yeah, they're doing it because that's the only damn show they had that was a hit.
And it's not gonna work. No one cares anymore. You had enough of the Winchesters. You had almost 20 years of Supernatural. It had its time. It's done. I really liked the first couple of seasons, and then it was like, oh my God, guys, just stop with all this shit. And they just kept going. And they just kept going.
They got killed about 20 times a piece. After the first 2 or 3 times they got killed, I lost interest.
Clever title. Yes. Clever title. The Winchesters.
Yeah. But right now, they're shopping CW around. They want to get rid of it completely. They want it out of their hands. They're washing their hands of it. They just completely want to just take it and drop it into the nearest sewer.
They ruined the Flash.
Oh,
they ruined the Flash. They ruined Arrow. They drove off the woke fucking cliff, ladies and gentlemen. They drove off the woke cliff, and they weren't even blind. They knew exactly where they were driving the CW.
Yep, the dead man switch was tied back.
And it's a real shame because when Arrow started, Arrow was really good. I really liked it. Yep. When The Flash started, I thought the first 2 seasons of The Flash were exceptional. And then it became the Iris show. And then Iris was saying, Barry, you're not the Flash. We're the Flash. And then it was, Barry, you're not the Flash. I'm the Flash.
Yep.
Y'all hear about WB being angry with J.J. Abrams for lack of shows? Yes. They hired him. They paid him all that money. And now what is he doing for them? What is it? Let me ask you something. What has Bad Reboot done for Star Wars? Nothing good. Do you guys think Bad Reboot has done anything good for Star Wars?
Yep. He's contracted with WB for all that. And what is he doing right now? His main concentration is on Paramount with Star Wars.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
So he didn't do anything good for Star Wars. What did he do for Star Trek over at CBS Paramount? Has he done anything good?
No.
Casting for, and that wasn't even him. Casting for the reboot movies.
He did some good casting on that. Yeah, he did a good job on that. It just the story sucked.
The story sucked. Psychodork9 with $2 super chat. This is why I'm back into books and anime. Damn straight, brother. Damn straight. This is why we need to follow people like Adega Outlaw, writing great literature, fun books that we can lose ourselves in. Why? Because nobody else seems to give a shit. We've got comic books. We've got books coming out. We've got people that care about the stories, want to write intelligent fiction, science fiction, and it's not Hollywood. It's not the movie industry. It's definitely not Bad Reboot.
Yeah, and it's definitely not mainstream comics. It's the comics that are the indie comics out there that are on Indiegogo and whatnot. Those are the comics that you should be supporting.
That's right. Bad Reboot has done good for Star Trek. It has made people realize what the older shows are incredible. I'll give you that.
Yep.
That's because it started off with writers that knew the material, were passionate, but didn't care for the message. So they bounced them. Same for all the Disney Plus shows. It's all the same pattern.
I'll have to agree with you on 100% on that because nowadays it doesn't take anything to get a writing credit.
I buy Cyberfrog 2, Monkey Jeebus. Yep. I'm right there with you. I've got a lot of Cyberfrog. You'll see some of that Cyberfrog Tuesday over on Pops' channel when we hang out and show off all our collections. So, Bad Reboot has done nothing for any of the IPs they've been attached to. I haven't seen anything JJ do good for Warner Brothers at all. Have you? Do you know any one thing JJ's done for Warner Brothers that's good? Why is this fucktard held in such esteem? Oh, he's Steven Spielberg's protege. Who cares?
Yeah, being a protege doesn't mean that you're good. I mean, all that means is that you tutelaged under somebody that was great. Not that, you had that ability.
That's right. And Southern Viking, I completely agree. Manu Bennett was the best Deathstroke we've ever had.
Yep. I will have to say that. I enjoyed that series there when he was Deathstroke. It was kick ass. That was back when the CW was actually worth a damn. I mean, the CW DC stuff.
Marky G, but Steven Spielberg sucks now too. Anybody excited to see Indiana Jones?
Nope. You mean Indiana Jane?
Anybody? So let me get this straight. I think Gary over at Nerdrotic said this the other day. Mutt got with Belloc's daughter, and they had a daughter, and now granddaughter Indy is going to take over. Is that right? Grandbaby Indy, granddaughter Indy.
Sounds about right.
And she is the granddaughter of Belloc's, or she's the granddaughter of Belloc and Indy. I'm fucking blown away here. Belloc. The guy in Raiders. The Yahtzee in Raiders. Belloc. Wow. Okay.
Yep. There you go. Exactly. He has great timing, nothing else.
Yes. Jumps into the reboot of a loved IP, makes money off the member berries, then walks away from the dumpster fire left in his wake, but leaves his people there.
Yep.
He leaves the crumbs for his people and then walks off.
Yeah, secret hidey hole takes the leftover crap and turns it into fertilizer.
Soul Assassin, Indiana Jones ended after Last Crusade. I agree with that.
Oh yes. That fourth movie with the crystal skulls, that was a joke.
And good morning, Arlena. How are you?
Hello, Arlena.
I still think KK orchestrated Harrison's injuries during filming. That would be some messed up bunk ass shit if she did.
Let's see if we can separate his shoulder here. Let's break a bone here. When you're that age, it doesn't take a whole lot.
And Ghost Rider, good morning, my friend. It's been a while. Said last I checked, Spielberg, before he drank the Kool-Aid, handpicked Colin Trevorrow for Jurassic, not Jar Jar Abrams. Trevorrow is talented, has integrity, and isn't afraid to walk away. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ghost Rider. No, that's exactly what I heard.
Oh.
Secret hideout needs to be lost and forgotten like a haunted house waiting for teenagers to find it decades later. Instead of killing IPs, I'm willing to sacrifice a couple of horny teenagers.
I always love those movies with the horror movies with the teenagers in them. They always do exactly the worst thing possible.
And Brightest Day, it's a theory for sure, but KK is that kind of woman. She's nasty. She belongs at Disney because Disney is the place for nasty in more ways than one. You want to go to a nasty place, go to Disney. You want to be around nasty people, go to Disney. You want to watch a nasty fucking show, go to Disney.
It's like they want to troll you somehow. I wonder, is that really what's going on? They're just trying to troll us?
And yeah, Disney is the new nasty. Why? Because the people that are there. It's not just KK. I've said that over and over and over ad nauseum. It's not just KK. It's Disney as a whole.
Right.
Oh,
now,
but Loki, you're not giving Obi-Wan a chance. I'm not giving Disney a chance. Why am I not giving Disney a chance? Because those people are fucking nasty.
Yes. Right now, the company is being run by a very small minority that all they're interested in is getting their agenda out there, their woke points, and trying to drive their point of view into the mainstream. And it's just, people aren't buying it. They're not having it.
Jay, IPs die at Disney. Yes. Groomers. Yes. Camille just exposed Amber Heard acting, fake crying just now. Good for her. When she retires from Lucas, watch her slither into Disney more and more. Disney is the product of decades of abusive mental illness.
Right now, they're holding the daggum CEO hostage. I mean, he wanted to back away from all that stuff at the first of the year. I mean, he came out swinging when he finally got the full ropes, and they just cut him off at the knees and made him apologize and just, be a biatch.
And this right here, Mr. Tickle Trunk, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I keep saying this shit. They've asked us to give Disney a chance more times than I've done for family.
Yep.
Disney can go eat a big one. I will not specify what big one. That's up to your imagination.
You can How many times?
How many times have you been bent over by this company without a reach around? And now you're going to go,
oh, but maybe they'll give me a reach around this time, Loki. Ha! I can't believe there's so much negativity on the internet about Obi-Wan Kenobi. We should give them a shot. Ha!
How many shots do they deserve after they have disappointed time and time and time again? They gave us one good show with Star Wars on the Disney Plus, The Mandalorian, and that is it. Everything else is shite.
And do you want to know why that is? Because of Favreau. Because you've got Favreau saying, no, we're going to do this. No, we're going to stick to the original ideas. No, we're going to make this way. KK can't bypass Favreau. KK can't overrule Favreau. They don't want to lose Favreau. They want Favreau to lead in this shit, and they don't want to lose Favreau. Look what happened when he didn't control the IP. Look at Boba Fett. Look at the episodes Favreau was involved in with the Mandalorian episodes. Then look at the rest of Boba Fett.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but Robert Rodriguez caved and said, I'll do whatever you want to, because he wants Alita. Everybody said, oh, Robert Rodriguez is going to come in here and just go, fucking rock, man. No, he did exactly what they told him to do because he wants Alita. He wants to finish Alita. So he caved. He took a fucking knee. Favreau wants it done his way and nobody can stop him. Why? Because Mandalorian set the fucking world back on fire for Star Wars. But that's all you're going to get. They're going to keep him out of everything else. They're not going to let him have anything to do with anything else because it's their SJW woke-ass playground to play in.
And they're taking full advantage of it.
The Book of Boring Fett is what it was. Look what happened to Marvel since Favreau left for Star Wars. Look at what happened. Look at where we're at now. Look at where Marvel's at.
Yeah.
Fucking nosedive into the MCU.
Yep. Look at the 2 episodes of Boba Fett that were actually worth a damn. And Boba Fett wasn't in them. Guess who was in them?
Mandalorian.
Yep.
Din Djarin. So, make up your own mind, guys. I can't stand seeing some of this shit. I can't stand seeing people. Well,
Maybe it'll be different this time.
you know what? How many times has Disney come over to you, unzip their fly, and smacked you in the face with it? How many times? And you think it's gonna be different this time? Wake up. Wake the fuck up. It's not going to change. I love my brothers at Echo Base Network. I love Coach and I love Nick. But I'm that voice that's like, it's never gonna change. This is not gonna change. They're gonna keep feeding you this shit. And it's the same with Star Trek. You've got the same problem.
Oh my God, Anson Mount is brilliant, and Star Trek New Worlds is going to be amazing.
It sucks. They've shit all over canon. It fucking sucks. These shows suck.
Oh, but they're so great.
No, they're just not Discovery or Picard. If you want to settle for mediocre, settle for mediocre. I'll drive by like the crazy chromium bastard on the last Road Warrior movie, on the last Mad Max, and tell you, mediocre.
At best. At best. Oh, and what, just before this Obi-Wan series comes out, what do? They splash that gorgeous trailer for what's the guy's name?
Willow?
No, the guy's name from Rogue One. Andor.
Oh, Andor. Cassian
Andor.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a beautiful trailer. That thing rocked ass. It was great. However, it's going to be the same shit. Just
right.
Way.
They play with your memory and they play with your emotions. It's just like when the Obi-Wan trailer dropped and that music hit and you're like, oh my God, I love that music. I love da-na-na, da-da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, and you're like, oh my God, it's Star Wars. Dun, da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's not Star Wars. It may sound like Star Wars. It may look like Star Wars, but it's just a big pile of amber turd with a Star Wars bow around it. And they sprayed what's her name's queef candle scent on it so it doesn't smell like shit.
Oh God, that's disgusting.
Well, you remember the Pepper Potts on Iron Man. She's got a queef candle out there.
Yep.
They sprayed some of that scent on it and they wrapped it up in a big Star Wars bow so you don't know how bad it is. Star Trek has done that. Star Wars is doing that. A lot of different IPs are doing that. And you know what, guys? If you really don't believe me, if you're like,
I can't believe it smells like Pepper's puss.
and you really want to find out, by all means go. I'm not telling you not to. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna do it. But by all means go ahead.
But Loki, does that mean you're afraid?
No. It means that I'm not gonna waste my time on this bullshit.
Yeah.
But doesn't that mean you're not going to get as many subscribers or blah, 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 or blah, blah?
You know what? This is my fucking show. I run it. I don't care. I do not care if not covering Obi-Wan hurts me. Like I said, I love my brothers over at Echo Base. This is what they do. Let them do it. Let the people that cover Star Wars constantly do it, because I don't have to. I don't have to.
That's one thing that I've always had a little bit of not a problem with, but just didn't understand, is why somebody would tie themselves just to one thing and that be it.
I'm not buying a badge candle. No.
Nope. And I ain't buying farts in a bottle or bath water from some nasty ass bitch that is trying to sell it on the TikTok or whatever.
Monkey Jeebus, it's kind of genius. Torture your audience and give them a couple of mediocre films and TV shows, and they love you for it. Sell them the sizzle and never give them the steak. That's right.
Yes, sir.
So what happens when we just stop talking about it? I don't know. Some people make their living talking about it. So if you want to make your living talking about it, that's fine. Go right ahead. I'm not gonna. I don't have to. I don't have to make a living talking about Star Wars, and I'm not going to. I'm just not.
Star Wars is no more, and I've given up on it. I'm like Loki. Everybody may say I'm black pilled or whatever, but no, I'm not black pilled. I still love Star Wars, but I'm not going to watch that crap that's coming out now.
Punk Waddle, diversify your portfolio. It can be generalized to many parts of life. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. I love talking about the topics I talk about. I love getting to come in here in the morning and bullshit with you guys. I love running my own show. I don't have to talk about anything I don't want to talk about. That's the way it is. I'm not chasing views. I'm not chasing subscribers. I'm not chasing money. I'm not chasing any bullshit. I'm here talking about what I love, what I don't, day in, day out. If you don't like it, well, or maybe you do. Maybe you love it. I don't know. 6. Yeah, Sagacious 6. I love Star Wars.
I do. I love Star Wars. And I love Star Trek. But I'm not watching the trash that's coming out right now.
Nope. All right, guys. We've outstayed our welcome. We'll be back later tonight. But until then, be great. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you guys later tonight.
Bye.
like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.